the studio in our room, channeling to new tunes, letting spirit speak through. Pick the common thread out of the news. Read that new. I'm seeing seeds in their shallow translations that lack imagination. Art is incantation where it's all in relation. Umbilical connection, no separation. Hand hold the vodka, carving out a mantra. Aalaga para sa mga bata. Rocket Ilocana, just like my mama. I'm queer like the water, resilient through trauma. How can we move when some of us are wounded? Patience and cycles, motion and movement. All lives won't matter till Black Lives Matter. Bound up in liberation with indigenous nations to infinity. And beyond, and beyond, and beyond, and beyond, and beyond, even bigger than the song, and beyond, and beyond, and beyond, and beyond, and beyond, heck the thing at every angle, till we roll with angels. I'm crooked on your book of lines, circle them 1,000 times, cripple with my tangents, setting fire on your palace, right? I bury towers, keep power cinematic, illusion unsustainable, rapper slash actress, and come unpredictable, nothing stay romantic, relationship to art unstable, commit to back it. Talk about a cool facade, lies blasted, re-indigenize travel time, this intergalactic, open letter to the NMCs, building blocks that only serve to box us, in my zone the equinox, a planetarium, shit kaleidoscopic, mark it up with Copics, animated graphic, I am the motion, not a decoration, welcome to my universe, check my constellation, if you hang about a thread, hold these lines for survival, my legacy, the seed ascendant, this is our arrival.
Okay. Hey everybody, the song at the start of our stream is 80 and Beyond by Kimortal. Kimortal is a queer, non-binary Filipinx musician and visual artist based on unceded Coast Salish territory.
Welcome to Burnaby Pride. Find us at www.burnabypride.com. You can find us at Facebook at https://www.facebook.com/Burnaby Pride, at Twitter at Burnaby Pride, and on Instagram at Burnaby_Pride.
We want to alert everyone that Facebook has been cutting off some live Pride celebrations for copyright issues. The stream often comes back within moments, but if it doesn't, or if you don't want to miss a moment, please go to the YouTube links posted on Burnaby Pride site and also in the chats.
Burnaby Pride holds our meetings and events on the unceded and traditional territories of the Squamish and Hulkaminam people. We recognize that this acknowledgement is a tiny piece in the larger context of the ongoing work that must be done to challenge the legacies of colonialism and create palpable, disruptive change and true reconciliation.
The LGBTQ2SIA+ Pride movement started as a protest, a riot against police targeting our community with repressive, oppressive laws and systematically tolerated violence. It was Black people who stood up to the police and the systems that actively denied us the right to freely exist and thrive. Without the strength, perseverance, courage, and action of those who came before us, we wouldn't have the rights and privileges we currently hold. We won't stand by until all types of oppression of this sort end.
Canada has a long history of oppressing Black, Indigenous, LGBTQ2SIA+ folk. This has been a part of our legal system and enforced with violence by the police. LGBTQ2SIA+ folk in Canada have been oppressed, surveilled, and brutalized by police forces, resulting in raids, incarceration, and death. While the LGBTQ2SIA+ community has achieved significant victories that have increased the civil rights of our population, Burnaby Pride recognizes that not all of us exist on level playing fields, and this must be acknowledged so that we can fight for true equity and freedom.
Pride is about rising up and pushing back against those who would stop us from living authentically, fully, freely, and proudly. Pride is the tradition of resistance, and we will continue that tradition. We reject the culture that makes any person feel less than. We stand in solidarity with Black and Indigenous folks and people of color against racism.
Burnaby Pride recognizes that we have work to do, both inside our organization and individually. To read the full statement and see the commitments made by Burnaby Pride, go to www.burnabypride.com/Black Lives Matter. Black Lives Matter. Black Trans Lives Matter. Black LGBTQ2SIA+ Lives Matter. All Black Lives Matter. Burnaby Pride 2020 is presented to you by Pacific Blue Cross and CUPE, the Burnaby Teachers Association, and the Vancouver Pride Society.
Welcome, everybody. I am thrilled to be co-hosting Burnaby Pride with the fierce and fabulous Mx Bukuru.
And I'm happy to be here with Lee. Yeah, I would like to introduce our interpreters, Lily and Denise. Hi.
Yes. Welcome to Burnaby Pride 2020, virtual edition from the comfort of your own home. I'm going to repeat what Mx Bukuru said off the top and recognize that we are on the ancestral and unceded homelands of the Hunkaminam and Squamish speaking peoples. We recognize that this acknowledgement is a tiny piece in a larger context of the ongoing work to dismantle colonialism and create palpable, disruptive change and true reconciliation. Oh, yeah. This is Burnaby's third Pride, and like a toddler, they are growing in leaps and bounds. I love where they're going, I love their values, and I love how it's been envisioned. Because this Pride is truly a collaborative community project, which aims to support and celebrate LGBTQ2SIA+ community members throughout the year, as well as tonight. Burnaby Pride consists of LGBTQ2SIA Burnaby residents and allies, as well as supportive local agency representatives and allies from outside Burnaby.
Burnaby Pride works to prioritize local partnerships, support, and participation in order to make this event authentically Burnaby. We recognize, acknowledge, and respect the diverse and intersectional experiences of LGBTQ2SIA+ individuals in Burnaby and work to center these unique voices and experiences in every aspect of our work. Visit us at www.burnabypride.com or email us at info@burnabypride.com, and you can see right there, it's scrolling, to learn about how you can participate.
Yes. Huge thanks and appreciation to our title sponsors, Pacific Blue Cross and CUPE 1816. They took the risk to continue to provide support to this Pride in spite of the need to transition the events online this year. Literally, none of this would have taken place without their ongoing support, and we thank them hugely. To learn more about them, please visit them online at www.pac.bluecross.ca.
Mm-hmm. So are you ready for some performances?
Oh.
I can't hear anyone, but that's okay. So please allow me to introduce Two Sprite. They are a Two-Spirit artist, content creator, native to the Tsleil-Waututh Nation. They are currently attending Nimbus School of Recording and Media and have released their third single. If you wish to learn more about our next speaker, feel free to visit their YouTube channel at Two Sprite. That is 2 SPRIITE, where they explore various topics related to today's event. So put your hands together for Two Sprite. Am I supposed to say more words? Nope. Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, those who are in between are neither. I am Two Sprite, and welcome to the Burnaby Virtual Pride Experience. It's an honor for me to be here today to open on behalf of the Musqueam, Squamish, and Tsleil-Waututh territories. It warms my heart to see us able and willing to gather in spite of our current circumstances. I do understand that our daily grinds can become rather mundane yet overwhelming simultaneously, and it's events like these, ripe with beauty and inspiration, that have great potential to reignite that passion from within. I'm here to perform my great-grandfather Chief Dan George's ancestral prayer song in hopes of setting the overall tone of today's event. So without further ado, let's get right into it. Is it just me, or did it get a little hotter in here? Now, I never said I was the most talented singer that the Tsleil-Waututh Nation has to offer, but I've always been down to represent and stand by my colors. If you like that song, if you appreciate my words and overall vibe, I can't help but remind you that there's more like it on my YouTube channel at Two Sprite. It's there where I've also released my third music video, which is also really exciting. But aside from that, it's time for me to pass the baton on to my soul sister, Sandy, who has some words to share as well. So thank you for your time. Thank you for your energy. Take care of yourself and each other. And remember that love and abundance is all around you. OCM, Soul Tribe.
Hey, my friends, my relative. Happy Pride Burnaby 2020. Welcome on the traditional territory of the Musqueam, the Squamish, and the Tsleil-Waututh Nation. We woke up one day and faced a tremendous challenge when the world had to lock down because of COVID-19. We were forced to look internally, to withdraw and to be with ourselves and to face all of who we are, to look at our isms, to look who where we come from, where we're at, and what's happening in the world. Simultaneously, we have been called by the Black Lives Movement to look at our ism. I, for one, as an Indigenous person with white skin, had to look at those isms and at those privilege. And my part in being part of the erasure of trans, non-binary people, of BIPOC communities, we as a community have erased them since the beginning, 1966. In the Tenderloin Compton cafeteria, it was the trans queens, non-binary people who rose up 3 years later. In 1969 in New York, it was a trans person of color, gender non-binary people who rose up. It was the trans people that were at the forefront of the marches as well in Canada and fundraising events. And yet it's only 3 years ago that we received gender identity protection. We have erased a humongous part of our community, whether individually or collectively. So this movement is calling us in this time of resilience, in this time of internal focus and looking at where we come from, who we are, and where we want to go. So let's open our arms. Let's open our arms wide in 2020. Let's open our arms and look at this and see the changes we could do and embrace the new wave. Welcome, everybody. Pride is a protest march first, second, a celebration, and third, a resilient celebration of love. So happy Pride, Burnaby 2020. Let's welcome everybody as part of the circle. I raise my hands to all of you. Aho.
Thank you so much for those words, Sandy. Sandy Laframboise, aka Sandy Leo in Community and Butterfly Woman and Dancing to Eagle Spirit in Spiritual Names. She's a Cree Métis person, and her father is Algonquin, and her mother is Cree French Irish from the traditional territory of the Algonquin. Thank you. Now, back to you, Lee.
Thank you. And thank you both for reminding us not just how far we've come, but how far we still have to go. So in that spirit of fight and hope, we are excited to introduce the Wild Moccasin dancers, Shyama-Priya and David Whitebean. Although just before we do that, a quick reminder that Facebook sometimes cuts off feeds for perceived copyright infringements. So if any of you watching have the feed drop, it should come back within a few moments. But if it doesn't, or you don't want to miss anything, please feel free to view tonight's gala on YouTube. So the Wild Moccasin dancers are I would like to say more about this going in because they are phenomena. The Wild Moccasin dancers are a dynamic duo that display the beauty and vibrancy of powwow culture through dance, starting with Shyama-Priya, no stranger to Burnaby Pride, who has been a woman's fancy dancer for over 20 years. David Whitebean dances men's fancy and began dancing at the lovely tender age of 16 years old. For those who don't know, men and women's fancy is the fastest of all the powwow dance styles. And please look them up afterwards. The Wild Moccasin dancers continue to share culture through workshops and presentations at schools, festivals, and various events. Follow them on Facebook at the Wild Moccasin Dancers. And
To thank the unceded Coast Salish territories of Semiahmoo, Katzie, and Kwantlen First Nations for allowing us to record our presentation for the Burnaby Pride event. Tanse, hello, my name is Shyama-Priya. I'm grateful to be sharing the fancy shawl dance with you. I began dancing over 20 years ago and was taught by Curtis Joe. Before I began dancing, I was very shy and lacked confidence. Once I started dancing, I could feel myself beginning to step into my own strength. Movement is medicine, and when we start to realize our potential, we can then share that with others. My mom is Cree, Icelandic, Celtic, and my dad was from Bihar, India. We call our outfits regalia. Regalia not only represents what dance style you dance, it represents who you are and where you come from. It can also just be a creative expression of your designs and your colors. My mom did all the designing and I did all the sewing and beadwork. Depending on the intricacy, detail, and time, a regalia can take up to weeks to months and even years to create. This new shawl I'm working on has several pieces, including rainbow victory ribbons that were from my great-grandpa who fought in World War I. The rainbow has had different meanings throughout the years and has meant something different to different generations. To me, the rainbow means love, acceptance, and coming together. I was taught that when we dance for the people. We dance for healing. Healing begins with ourselves and fully accepting ourselves as we are. That way, we can fully accept others as they are. When I dance, I think of my daughter and how she is, the future generation. I hope to inspire her to do what she loves and to fully accept herself as she is. The woman's fancy shawl dance is one of the most contemporary dance styles. Originally, it is known as the woman's liberation dance, and because it resembles a butterfly in flight, it has been nicknamed the dance of the butterfly, the dance of transformation.
My name is David Whitebean. Sego, hello. My mom is Mohawk and my dad is from Barbados, Bajan. I've been dancing for the last 17 years and it's been quite the journey. The style of dance that I do is the men's fancy dancing. This dance style represents an untamable, unbreakable horse and is really influenced by nature. It's made of multiple different pieces to create a complete regalia. Men's bustles, I would say, are the main pieces. The roach and twirlers, those are also the main kind of pieces of regalia. I was actually gifted my outfit, my regalia, from our dance teacher, Curtis Joe, and he saw the effort and the willingness to learn, and so for his own reasons, he chose to give me and gift me his regalia. The style of men's fancy dancing is there's multiple different meanings to it. I guess every dancer has their own spin they put on it, but just to be wild, powerful, and as mentioned, just untamable. And when you see the style of dance, you get to see that in the dancer. You get to see their energy, how energetic it is, and all the movements and how they perform it. I started dancing just to get to know more culture and get to know more of myself, and I picked up more knowledge as I progressed with everybody, and they shared their stories and what they know about who they are, or even from where I'm from. For example, being Mohawk, some people have really interesting information for me as well. And so over the years, I was dancing for myself, and I realized and got to grow more into dancing for others. And that was, I think this is the most remarkable part of my journey, is being able to dance for people. And how that makes me feel, and how that makes them feel. So that's something that I dance for.
We'll learn the basics of powwow. This is known as the intertribal step. We're going to do a hop with our feet. We're going to go back and forth for a 1-2 step. So 1, 2, 1, 2, add our hop, and then we are going to do a count of 4. We're going to switch feet, and we're going to go to our basics 1, 2, 1, 2, and we're going to put in a crisscross. And then back to our 1-2s, and then David is going to show you how to do a down-low move. And back to our 1-2, 1-2. So if you want to learn some basics, that is the basic of our intertribal powwow step.
Thank you. That was amazing. Ah, the artistry and talent that goes into that just blows our mind. Thank you so much for sharing that with us. We're going to turn now to some greetings from the City of Burnaby. First from City of Burnaby Mayor Mike Hurley and the councillors. And after that, we're going to watch the Pride and Transgender flag be raised out in front of Burnaby City Hall. They raised it on July 20th, and it is going to stay up for a full week.
The City of Burnaby has been collaborating with Burnaby Pride since its inception in 2018. Over the past few years, we came together to celebrate the beautiful diversity of our LGBTQ, 2SIA+ friends, family, and neighbors.
This annual event is created to celebrate and educate people about our LGBTQ 2SIA+ community.
This year, as we are unable to get together in person, the event will be celebrated differently.
We are very excited to be partnering in a virtual celebration, and I'm looking forward to seeing all the festivities.
Whether we're celebrating online, in the streets, or at home, the message from the City of Burnaby remains the same.
We support our LGBTQ, 2SIA+ community, and will continue to build a more inclusive and accepting city.
All walks of life have been and will always be welcome in Burnaby.
Burnaby Pride is instrumental in building and strengthening our diverse community. And we're so proud to be part of this virtual celebration.
Happy Pride!
Thank you, City of Burnaby. It's good to see those colors proudly fly and be supported by elected officials. Support from government, though not as uniform and guaranteed as it should be, is something that some have grown used to here in Canada. But as you know, it hasn't always been that way. Stonewall, the event that kicked off Pride, was a riot. Pride is based upon the bravery of trans women of color who collectively and constantly rose up against the constant police harassment. The Stonewall riots lasted 6 days and blazed a path for current LGBTQ 2SIA+ rights. Here in Canada, legal changes took place in 1969, but actual change was slow to happen, actually. Following the legal changes, arrests and raids increased. This led to the demand movement, to the We Demand movement, a group of homosexual activists who picketed Parliament Hill in 1971 and had a list of 10 demands. People in Vancouver held a We Demand solidarity demonstration. Demonstrations continued on for a weekly and monthly basis for civil rights. Gay Unity Week also began in Vancouver in 1971. The demonstrations eventually led to the first Vancouver Pride Parade in 1981.
Wow. We've come a long way, and you're right. We still have a super long way to go, especially in including the full diversity of voices and experiences of QT BIPOC and Two-Spirit folks. And we're going to spell it out the first time. For those watching who might not know, we are talking queer, trans, Black, Indigenous, people of color, and two-spirited folks. Now, Burnaby Pride made it a priority to include and pay BIPOC performers. We thank them very much, as well and drag performers in the celebration. Yes, right. And we have also made commitments to continue and increase our engagement with the QT BIPOC community, not just today, but throughout the year. And this Burnaby Pride means it. Because while diversity and being intersectional has always been a focus of Burnaby Pride, we know that we can continue to do better and continue to be more intentional with QT BIPOC artists and drag performers in the celebrations that we hold. Because Pride is a powerful opportunity to bring visibility, compassion, and greater understanding of LGBTQ2SIA+ identities to all community members in Burnaby. It's a chance to celebrate the vibrancy and diversity of our LGBTQ2SIA+ community, while also acknowledging the deep history of the fight for equality and justice for all gender identities and all sexual orientations.
Now, what Pride means, we asked the volunteers who support Burnaby Pride to share their thoughts on what Pride means to them. Please enjoy the video.
Hello, squirrel friends. Justin Abbott. I wanted to come on and say hello and speak to you a little bit about what Pride means to me, because Burnaby Pride is coming up, and myself and Chris Topper, who is my drag dad, are performing, and I think it's important to talk about what Pride is other than this. By this, I mean rainbows. So for me, Pride is about acceptance, and in realizing how lucky I have it, and that not everybody does, and that we have to fight for that. That's unacceptable. That you are allowed to say who you love, and that's fine, but they're not allowed to say who they love, and that's not okay. So that's what it meant to me is learning about that acceptance, learning that not everybody gets that acceptance, finding that absolutely unacceptable. And the other part of it is the history of the people who fought for these rights and fought for this opportunity for me, for all of us going forward. That's important to know. You don't just get to be entitled and have these liberties and this safety. And to be fair, a lot of people still do not. So we need to continue fighting for that. But I feel like there's a sense of responsibility that if you're going to be a part of this community, and that if you're going to celebrate Pride, you have to celebrate the history and the tears and the fighting and the protests and the pain that went into it, not just the rainbows and the party. That's what Pride is about for me, and the outlet that provided for me creatively, confidence-wise, feeling comfortable and confident in my own skin, even though this is obviously not me naturally. Feels like it. I love Pride. Every year it means more and more and more to me, and the more and more I learn, the more I love it, the more I feel grateful to be a part of it. So, thank you. And thank you, Burnaby Pride. Congratulations on 3 years. I'm super jazzed to be a part of this celebration. Having been a Burnaby resident for several years, it's exciting to see the outreaches outside of Vancouver developing their own community and their own events. I live in South Delta now, and I hope that is going to happen out here, so you never know. Thank you for hearing me out just now. Look forward to seeing y'all on July 25th. Have a wonderful, fantastic rest of your day, night, evening, morning. Don't know when you're watching this. And love you all. Happy Pride.
Pride means many things to me. As a disabled queer trans person whose body is inherently political, my loving myself fully is an act of resistance and part of the ongoing protest that is Pride. Pride's roots were a riot, and it is vital to acknowledge those who fought and came before us, as well as to stand alongside the many people who are doing the ongoing work, protesting, and learning that is still necessary today to recognize and honor the many intersecting identities within the rainbow alphabet family. As a disabled person, I have often been excluded from Pride. I have seen Pride celebrations and events that have not considered disabled LGBTQ2SIA+ folk, or who have considered us and actively chosen to exclude us. I've had to fight for space and accessibility at Pride events, thankfully while working alongside many other great advocates. In my work at my organization, Creating Accessible Neighborhoods, we work with Vancouver and Burnaby Pride to move Pride forward to be more equitable and welcoming. It has taken more time than it should have for Pride events and organizers to acknowledge and listen to disabled people as well as to other populations pushed to the margins. And even though this ongoing fight leaves me with complicated feelings about Pride, I also feel that Pride means community. It means being and celebrating who we are fully, proudly, and authentically. It is the constant work that is necessary to fight prejudice, bias, and exclusion within our community as well as without. It is solidarity with other movements, and it is building relationships and understanding and moving towards a tomorrow when Pride season is no different from the rest of the year. What does Pride mean to you?
Pride means to me that we are getting together to celebrate the accomplishments that were hard fought by the folks before us. Pride also means to me that we are getting together to continue the fight and the struggle in Canada and around the world for queer rights and human rights for all. Happy Pride, Burnaby.
Hi, Burnaby Pride. I wanted to share what Pride means to me as an ally of the LGBTQIA2S+ community. It means for me a chance to support my friends and family who are part of the community, to let them know that I love them and that I'll do whatever it takes to help change the world to be a place where they can live their true selves. And it also means to me the opportunity to create a new world for my kid. I don't know how they'll grow up to be, how they'll identify, and I want to make sure that they're loved and they're safe. And so it's really important to me, both personally and professionally, to be involved in Pride. So happy Pride, everybody. I'm really looking forward to it. Thank you.
What does Pride mean to me? Pride means fight back. Pride means that we're here, we're queer, and we're going to keep fighting for our rights. Happy Pride, Burnaby. We are here today celebrating the achievements that have been made by queer, trans people and their allies, and also recognizing that we still have a long way to go. So let's keep celebrating, but let's also keep uniting and standing together for human rights for all.
If I could tell my younger self something as I stand outside my high school, that one day, you may not believe it, but there'll be a rainbow crosswalk outside the school.
Pride means to me a day to celebrate the community and diversity amongst individuals. I do hope that one day we won't have to have an individual Pride Day, and that all of us people, regardless of sexual orientation, gender, race, everything, that we're just one big happy family in the world. Happy Pride. Happy Pride.
Something I wish I'd learned earlier is that while labels can be restricting, they can also be freeing. A word to pinpoint shared experience and a key to opening doors into community. Finding my place within the alphabet helped me to find my place within the larger queer community. Happy Pride, everyone.
What I would tell my younger self. Right now, you may not envision a life where you'd find others just like you, others that know that deep inside they're different, but they would be afraid to express it. You may not envision a life where you'd find acceptance and love from family and friends. You may not envision a life where you'd fall in love and be able to marry a man that brings peace and stability in your life. You may not be able to envision a life where you'd have 2 beautiful children. You may not be able to envision a life where you truly understand what it means to be proud of who you are. But you will. I promise. Life is beautiful. You are beautiful. So be proud of yourself and everything that you will envision in your life.
Hello, everybody. We're back. All right. All the transitions today with the two hosts and everything else. Thank you for bearing with us as we go through it all. I got lost in the comments with everyone because the words were so lovely. Thank you to everyone who shared there. And I can tell from the comments that they're landing with the viewers as well. As we reflect upon the importance of pride, I'd like to introduce Tonye Aganaba, a multidisciplinary artist, musician, residing in the unceded territories of the Musqueam, Squamish, and Tsleil-Waututh First Nations. They were born in London, England, to parents of Nigerian and Zimbabwean heritage, and raised on Treaty 8 and Treaty 6 territory of what is known to many as Canada. Tonye is a steadfast fixture in the local arts community. I always like it when they show up, and a passionate and political being. When they're not making music or art, they're actively unlearning, relearning, and having conversations. Enjoy.
Yo, what's up, party people of planet Earth? It is I, Tonye Aganaba, coming at you from the unceded territories of the Musqueam, Squamish, and Tsleil-Waututh First Nations. It is my pleasure to be here with you for Burnaby Pride. I'm so excited that I get to add my essence to the magic of this incredible event. So many incredible performers today. All futures rely on it, science, believe me, yeah. I keep checking the sky for the signs that can't receive it, yeah. I keep checking the time, cause it's fine and it's bleeding out. I know it's borrowed like before, and it's floating out of open doors and windows. I'm ready to come back into you. I'm ready to come back and you feel me. I'm ready, yeah. Well, I'm ready to come back into you. I'm ready to come back in. I never thought that I could learn from it, turn from it, give it the cold, yeah, show that it's ever seen, yeah. I might have give up on the pipe dream. Ooh, cause complexity and all I thought it would be, yeah. Swear that this just might be the golden opportunity to become who I ought to be, who I wanna be, who I got to be, in order to be real free. I'm ready to come back in. I'm ready, alright, to come back in, yeah. Say I know, I'm ready to come back in, yeah. Say I'm ready, oh yeah, I'm ready to come back in, yeah. I know, to come back in, yeah. Come back in, Is it decided that we're divided? Is there a hope in hell? Don't tell me time will tell. I don't got it. This is a future. This is our inheritance. It's evolution. Escaping from the ignorance. A complicated dance, I know, but right there when you're looking for the soul, the deeper that you go, the structures will improve, go, making you ready. I'm ready. Say, can you feel me? I'm ready. Said I'm ready to. Said, can you feel me? I'm ready, yeah. Ready to. Can you feel me? I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready to come back in. Is it decided that we're divided? Is there a hope in hell? Don't tell me time will tell. I don't got it. Thank you very much. My name is Tonye Aganaba. It's been an absolute pleasure to perform for you this Burnaby Pride Day. Fucking.
Essence and magic, yes. Thank you, Tanya. Next, we're going to go right to getting the party continuing with Kendall Gender. Kendall is a local celebrity who has always been supportive of Burnaby Pride. This year, she performed at the Burnaby School District's diversity dance with courage, conviction, and fierceness and fabulousness, in spite of a small group of some district parents who opposed the whole thing. Big thanks also to the Burnaby School Board for being a supporter and advocate for queer youth in Burnaby. Kendall Gender is a certified Canadian drag sensation. She is a performer, host, model, and LGBTQ2SI+ activist. With grassroots in Vancouver, she has performed coast to coast since 2014 and shows no signs of slowing down. Kendall is most known for being the queer ambassador for Fairmont Hotels, as well as a member of the infamous drag group Brat Pack, all caps, and a past winner of the elite drag competition, Vancouver's Next Drag Superstar in 2017. And she's also just been elected Empress of Vancouver, and will be raising money and representing the city for various charities as a part of the Dogwood Monarchist Society. This is cool. In 2020, she was also the first drag performer to do a halftime performance at the Rugby Sevens, in front of 50,000 people. Always dressed to the nines and known for her explosive and high energy performances that radiate positivity and ooze sex appeal, Kendall is a powerhouse that continues to leave audiences wanting more as her star continues to rise. And now, just before we go to Kendall's video, I'm going to put that reminder out again. Facebook sometimes wants to nip in and cut off the feed for perceived copyright issues. If we lose you, you should come back in a few moments. But if you don't want to miss a minute of what's going on, you're also welcome to tune in on our YouTube channel that will be posted in the chat on Facebook or in the side scroll. All right, here comes Kendall's video.
Let's go to the beach, let's go get a wave. They say what they gonna say. Have a drink, clink, found a Bud Light. Bad bitch like me, it's hard to come by. The Patron, let's go get it down. The sound, yes, I'm in the zone. Is it 2, 3? Leave a good tip. I'ma blow all my money and don't give two. I'm on the floor. I love to dance, so give me more, till I can't stand it. On the floor, like it's your last chance. If you want more, then here I am. Starships were meant to fly and touch the sky. the hoop, I own that. And I ain't paying my rent this month, I owe that. But fuck who you want and fuck who you like. Dance all life, there's no end in sight. Twinkle, twinkle, little star. Now everybody let me hear you say right, right, right. Let's spend all your money cause the day paid late. And if you a G, you a G, G, G. My name is Anika, you can call me DK. Get on the floor, floor, like it's your last chance. If you want more, more, then here I am. Starships were meant to fly. End up and touch the sky. Can't stop cause we're so high. Let's do this one more time. Starships were meant to fly. End up and touch the sky. Let's do this one last time. Can't stop, we're higher than a Starships were meant to fly. Hands up and touch the sky. Can't stop cause we're so high. Let's do this one more time. Starships were meant to fly. Hands up and touch the sky. Let's do this one last time. Can't stop, we're higher than a mother.
Thank you, Kendall. Kendall's strength makes me think about how the LGBTQ2SIA plus community are survivors, right? We've survived and continue to survive repression, oppression. We survived the AIDS pandemic. Working together, we're going to survive and get through the COVID pandemic. In spite of the fact that LGBTQ2SI plus people and QT BIPOCs especially are vulnerable to the effects of COVID for a number of reasons. Because of outright discrimination faced within the healthcare system, and also because there are isolation and insufficient support systems for them. We say thank you to our frontline workers who have kept our society running. The healthcare workers, the delivery drivers, the grocery store workers, the custodians. We see you, we value you. And our society and economy should value you even more than we do. Thank you. Next up, we have Banny Adams. There's a circle of hope that's called Banny Adams that is preparing to sponsor a queer refugee couple to come to Canada through Rainbow Refugee Society. And for those of you who don't know about Rainbow Refugee Society, this is a registered charity that supports people who are seeking asylum because of persecution based on sexual orientation, gender identity, or HIV status. They are seeking opportunities to spread the word about their cause within the broader LGBTQ2SI plus community.
To live or not to live? The question I was preoccupied with throughout my teenage years. As a queer woman living in Iran, it was impossible to picture a happy future for myself. The future I was dreaming of, a life where I could be myself and express my true feelings, seemed impossible. In my mind, I would be alone forever, and that thought had made living unbearable.
Iran is one of 71 countries worldwide where same-sex relationships are still considered a criminal offense. Expressing your truest self and your most honest love carries heavy risks. If caught, your punishment is often execution.
Through a series of lucky events, I was able to leave Iran and immigrate to Canada, where my rights as a queer person are backed by law. My fate could have easily been very different, much less fortunate.
There are still many queer people living their lives in absolute fear because of their geography.
In December 2019, I learned about an LGBTQ couple living in an oppressive and dangerous situation. I gathered a group of 10 of us, and together we formed a circle of hope to help bring the couple safely to Canada.
Our work is supported by Rainbow Refugee Society. We are calling our Circle of Hope Bani Adam, after a famous poem by the Persian poet Sadi Shirazi that talks about all human beings collectively having one essence and soul.
We need your support to help us change 2 lives. We are raising $35,000 to relocate this couple and support them through their first year in Canada. Your donations will help make this a success story.
To make a donation, go to baniadam.ca, click Give Now, and this will lead you to the Rainbow Refugee page on CanadaHelps.org. Scroll down and select Bani Adam from the drop-down menu.
It's up to all of us to share our lucky breaks with others until no human being has to face any form of oppression for just being who they are.
So if you can, please consider contributing. A reminder again before our next act, Facebook might cut this one off. This was one of the performances that did cut off this morning during our family pride celebrations. So look for our YouTube links in the chat or carry on. And if some of you have been wondering, lots of Lee, what's going on here? Mx Bukuru is literally and metaphorically so hot, their system had a bit of a meltdown, could not contain the hotness. They're back. Oh, now you got to help with that.
Where are we in the script, Lee?
Well, I was about to introduce myself, so we're up to Chris and Justin. Welcome back.
Wow, I really missed a lot, huh? Just missed a lot. Okay.
We missed you.
I missed you. So let me introduce Lee. Okay. So next up,
Solidarity.
Chris. Yes, hats. We have our hats. Next up is Chris Topper and Justin Abbott, both former Burnaby residents. You might recognize one of them, Lee. Justin is fresh on the scene, exploding out of his shell in 2019. Justin aims to bring a bit of cheeky joy into your life through copious glitter and his old-fashioned charm. He won the King of Hearts competition in 2019 and performed in the Kings and Things Summit in Vancouver. Get caught up in this old kid's twinkly side eye. Now Chris sprang to life in 2009 during a casting call for the improv TV show Tops and Bottoms Out TV. He has performed with a number of amazing groups, including Commercial Drag, Queer Prov, Queer Royale Drag Troupe in Edmonton, and the Sisters of Perpetual Indulgence. Chris's alter ego, Lee Keple, they, them, is a founding member of Queer Prov and a retired stand-up comic. They have emceed events at Vancouver Pride, the Dyke March, Divas Den, and Edmonton Pride's Women and Trans Festival, and now Burnaby Pride. Give it up for my co-host Chris and their drag son Justin.
Feeling my way through the darkness, guided by a beating heart. I can't tell where the journey will end, but I know where to start. They tell me I'm too young to understand. They say I'm caught up in a dream. Well, life will pass me by if I don't open up my eyes. So that's fine by me. So wake me up when it's all over, when I'm wiser and I'm older. All this time I was finding myself and I didn't know I was lost. So wake me up when it's all over, when I'm wiser and I'm older. All this time I was finding myself and I didn't know I was lost. I tried carrying the weight of the world, but I only have two hands. Hope I get the chance to travel the world, but I don't have any plans. Wish that I could stay forever this young, not afraid to close my eyes. Life's a game made for everyone, and love is the prize. So wake me up when it's all over, when I'm wiser and I'm older. All this time I was finding myself and I didn't know I was lost. So wake me up when it's all over, when I'm wiser and I'm older. All this time I was finding myself and I didn't know I was lost. 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 I didn't know.
Oh, I'm a proud drag daddy. Oh my goodness. Well, next, I would very much like to introduce Georgia Couver, a Vancouver-born music composer, violinist, and visual artist with a passion for the community and celebration of queer femininity. At the age of 10, she began to pick up the violin as her main study prior to her post-secondary education in music composition.
She completed both her university transfer music diploma at Douglas College in 2013 and the bachelor's degree of applied music at Vancouver Community College in 2018.
She performed with orchestras and a few contemporary ensembles such as the West Coast Symphony, the Legion of the Flying Monkeys, and the Rusty Buckets.
Ooh, she has written several string music and other graphic scores for composition workshops, including the Jean Cotard string quartet reading session. She debuted as a composer in her first short film music project and burlesque project, such as Strange Seductions, Secrets from the Shadows, a queer modern adaptation of Hades and Persephone, and Blood and Guts 48-hour horror filmmaking festival in September and October 2019. Couver produced her music for her first music show at the Avant Garden, featuring 3 new and emerging artists in March 2020, prior to the pandemic hit of COVID-19. Let's give it up for Georgia.
Hi, everybody. Happy Burnaby Pride. I'm so excited to play one of my original songs to you, and it talks about depression and anxiety, but also overcoming those issues and hardships. And this piece means a lot to me. So thank you, Burnaby Pride, for having me on this live stream. I know that everyone has been having a difficult time, but again, I thank you for having me here and also playing for you guys. So this is Happy Days. Spend the days in the dark, hearing the noises in my head, wondering if the bliss will ever come. Feeling so hopeless and lost, finding peace in my not so great place, leaving the tears without a trace. As your days turn to months, turn to years, all those happy days, they will quickly fade, 'cause one by one it all disappears. Those happy days will never last. First murdered by my hand, covered in bruises, cuts and blood, playing with wolves and demons, trying the lies we did, hearing the world, seeing the world black and white. You're not good enough. outside. Drowning my recollection of my pain. I've got to used to painting with my own. Never said a word for a while. My body drinks in this time. I never want to wake up till I met you. I learned to survive and fight till my hands bled. Now there's no years where I feel easy. Those happy days will never run. Those happy days will never run. That day will come. That day will come. That day will come.
Wow. Thank you so much, Georgia. Thank you. Now, we'd like to introduce the Darlings. You might already know them. The Darlings, for those of you who don't know, are a multidisciplinary, non-binary drag performance collective based in Vancouver. Their work challenges the boundaries of conventional drag and explores gender, queer, non-binary, and trans experience through the use of movement, poetry, performance art, theater, and immersive installation. The Darlings are Continental Breakfast, Chris Reed, PM, Desi Recruit, Rose Butch, Ray Takai, and Made in China, Kendall Yan. As an emerging collective, they have mounted 5 full-length installations and been featured at the Here For Now Volume 2 Dance Showcase, last year's Push International Performing Arts Festival opening night party, as well as a 5-show series for the Transform Cabaret Festival. They have been hard at work during quarantine, producing 3 films, Quarantine 1, Quarantine 2, and they had a full-length film, The Darlings Uncensored, produced by queer-based media in the most recent Queer Arts Festival last night. Now, put your hands together for the Darlings.
And now, before the overture to the second act of the Gibson family, let's step backstage and look in on Sally Gibson and Hilda, her maid, who is helping Sally change for the next scene.
Quick, Hilda, hold this dress. I've never been so excited in all my life.
It's really wonderful, isn't it, Miss Sally?
Too wonderful. That scene in the garden.
It made me think of Henry, Miss Sally. Miss Sally, if I had your complexion, do you suppose Henry would...
What, Hilda?
Tell me what's wrong with my face, Miss Sally. Those red blotches just won't go away.
Soap, probably. What kind are you using? Some beauty soap, I suppose.
Yes, Miss Sally. That one that promises radiant beauty, glamorous youth, irresistible loveliness. Oh, Miss Sally, I had hoped Henry would...
Yes, so did I once. And then I learned the truth. Hilda, you can't feed the pores of your skin with beauty oils or mysterious ingredients.
No.
And many highly perfumed, prettily colored soaps contain fatty acids and free alkalis that really irritate and harm your skin.
But, Miss Sally...
My doctor recommended Ivory. He says all any soap can do is cleanse, and that to protect the fine texture and pores, a soap should cleanse gently. And that to do that, a soap must be pure. He said Ivory would help to keep my skin smooth and fine.
And Miss Sally, do you think Henry would...
Oh, quick, my gloves, Hilda. Is the bell for the second act?
No, Hilda will never get a Grecian nose by using a beauty soap. But we do hope she gets Henry. And now for the overture to our second act.
Feels like I'm standing on a timeless dream of light mists, of pale ambrose. Feels like I'm lost in a deep cloud of heavenly scent. Touching, discovering you. Those days of warm rays come rushing back to me. Miles of windless summer nights, secret moments shared in the heat of the afternoon. Out of the stillness, soft-spoken words. Say it again. I love you, always, forever, near and far, closer together, everywhere. I will be with you, everything. I will do for you. I love you, always, forever, near and far, closer together, everywhere. I will be with you, everything. I will do for you. You've got the most unbelievable blue eyes I've ever seen. You've got me almost melt away as we lay there under a blue sky with pure white stars. Exotic sweetness, a magical time. Say it again. I love you, always, forever, near and far, closer together, everywhere. I will be with you, everything. I will do for you. I love you, always, forever, near and far, closer together, everywhere. I will be with you, everything. I will do for you. Say you love me forever, never stop, never, whatever, near and far, and always, and everywhere. And every say you love me forever, never stop, never, whatever, near and far, and always, and everywhere. And every say you love me forever, never stop, never, whatever, near and far, and always, and everywhere. And every say you love me forever, never stop, never, whatever, near and far, and always, and everywhere. And everything.
Pride, darlings. Thank you for that. And good news to everyone watching, you will get to see more of them later on. And a quick thank you to everyone. We know that there's been some cutoffs on the Facebook page because of the copyright stuff. Our tech team is trying really hard to get the to keep the Facebook stream up as well as the YouTube one. So we thank you all for sticking with us because we have lots more fantastic entertainment coming up.
So in this moment of recognition, we'd like to introduce Cicely Bell Blain, a Black queer writer, activist, and dinosaur fanatic from London, UK, currently living on the unceded territories of the Musqueam, Squamish, and Tsleil-Waututh people, also known as Vancouver. They are noted for founding Black Lives Matter Vancouver and subsequently being listed as one of Vancouver's 50 most powerful people, BC businesses 30 under 30, and one of 150 Black women and non-binary people making change across Canada. Cicely Bell is an instructor in executive leadership at Simon Fraser University and the author of Burning Sugar, Arsenal Pulp Press 2020. They're the CEO of a social justice-informed diversity and inclusion consulting company with over 100 clients across North America, Europe, Asia, and Africa. And one of my inspirations, without further ado, Cicely Bell, thank you.
Hi, my name's Cicely Bell Blain, and I'm an activist and consultant and writer originally from the United Kingdom, but I've been living on the unceded and stolen territories of the Musqueam, Squamish, and Tsleil-Waututh First Nations for the past 8 years. I'm really excited to be part of Burnaby Pride this year, and I'm going to read a couple of poems from my upcoming book, which is called Burning Sugar, which you can see here. It is debuting on August 31st, which is when you can have a real copy in your hands. You can pre-order on the website of Arsenal Pulp Press, who are my publishers. It's a book all about anti-Blackness and white supremacy and how they show up in our lives. And it's also about joy and resilience through the pain and trauma that comes from racism and systemic oppression throughout history and in the present. So I hope you enjoy it, and I hope you have a chance to check it out. But today I'm going to be sharing just a couple of poems from the book. The book is split up into 3 sections: place, art, and child. So it talks about our relationships to land and travel and home. It also talks about art and all the joy and complexity that comes from that. And it also talks about my upbringing, my childhood, and the importance of self-actualization and the privilege of self-actualization as we grow up. So I hope you enjoy. I just wanted to give a content warning. The book itself does deal with, some issues like police violence and police brutality, but the poems today should mostly be fine. Thanks. And I will also just be looking down here because that's where my notes are. But thank you so much, and I hope you enjoy the rest of Burnaby Pride. So the first one from the first section, place. Hollywood, Florida. My grandmother tells me stories of friendship. 1950s Spanish love affairs, red wine lips, calloused thumb hitchhiking, terracotta rooftops, books unfinished, post-war joy and heartache, African sunrise, freedom that tastes like lust. Jeopardy plays in front of TV dinners and whiskey on ice. Aching limbs and tarpaulin skin, crooked backs, rosacea, joints unhinged. 60 years of chosen family rests between these aging bodies. The air is of salt and unending sunsets. I'm cross-legged on the couch, dreaming of gratitude and cross-Atlantic love. London. 1. Some towers are made of cladding, some made of ivory, some burn in the night, some built by slaves. Wind rushes through coarse hair, body aches between vertebrae. You are my first and everlasting love. You are a grey block sky wonder. You are the hardest poem I've ever written. 2. My words are heavy rocks in my throat. Perhaps there is no way to describe the mother, daughter, teacher, student, long lost friend, pen pal relationship that we have. 3. I imagine hard lines when I think of you, the beginnings of destruction, worlds upended to bring you gold. You are the birthplace of endings. Gunpowder, sapphire jewels, concrete poured over bloodstains, petrichor. I am a product of white man and Mama Africa. My bones are made yellow through violence and time and migration. 4. You are sharp edges. You are a city that smells like death. You put my grandparents on ships and sent them back to stolen lands. You are deep, intrinsic love. You are the only world I needed. Les Ayons Corbières. 1. You were a soft petal landing for my trauma. Nazis were chasing me in my dreams and down Granville Street. I didn't know I needed you until you gave me crusted dough and brie at sunrise over thatched roofs and cobbled lanes. 14 years ago, a few cities west of here, I cried burgeoning tears. Queerness rooted itself in my chest, throbbing against the membranes of my body. 2. There were 6 people in my village. I grew up on MSN, catfishing myself into straightness. You don't know loneliness until you're the only black gay kid for 1,000,000 miles. I became friends with trauma to know my worth. 3. I'm back now. The brightest nebula of self-love I've ever been. I rise early to watch faint orange stardust on the horizon. You wouldn't believe the places I've been. Some days I consider darkness. Then I remember you. Soft cheese, big prawns sauteed on campfires, baguettes long like painful memories, cobbled streets, canals to nowhere, beautiful agony, love undone, uprooted flowers, salt lakes, and my mother, resplendent. Northern Carolina. He stretches out for miles, fields brown and crackling. I can feel the vibration of mosquitoes in my veins. It's my first time in the South. They laughed when I asked, what the heck is grit? My body gravitates towards the magnolia tree. It has always been my favorite. Pale yellow flowers reach upwards, undoing gravity. I am in the shade of the tree before I see it. It's the whipping post. Stands short and unassuming. I'm almost disappointed by how dull it is. A piece of wood struck jarringly into the earth, a slight eastward disposition. I expect inflictions of time, deep wounds of history, blood of my ancestors, a haunting chill, pain in my own fragmented heart, the smell of burning sugar. Instead, it stood there with all its regularity and reticence, with no stories to share, as if all the violence of white supremacy would simply fade with time. Thanks so much for listening. I hope that you gained something from hearing my poetry. It's a very nerve-wracking and personal experience to put your poems out there, so I hope something resonated with you, and I hope you have a fantastic Pride Month. Bye.
Thank you, Sicily Bell Blain. To our viewers, please consider pre-ordering their book, Burning Sugar, coming out later this year. Next up, we have Jason Chu. Classically trained singer-songwriter Jason Chu has performed on various stages across Tokyo and in his native Vancouver, and collaborated with numerous producers from around the world. His skills as a songwriter have been recognized by the International Music and Entertainment Association with an IMEA 2015 nomination for Best Pop Song of the Year. Rain, his most recent collaboration with Egyptian EDM producer Morox, peaked at number 2 on Beatport's Top 100 Future Bass Trap Releases in February 2020. And we're not sure where things are at, but again, we alert our readers that Facebook may cut the feed because of copyright issues or perceived copyright issues, and remind you that YouTube is always an option to continue with us, and we're delighted to have so many of you coming along with us tonight. Please enjoy.
以为我已经失控，以为我无法应用，以为我失去彩虹，以为我不说你懂，以为我已经死心，以为我从没相信，以为我直到如今，以为我，以为你。因为你总有明天，因为你忘记之前，因为你奇迹出现，因为你不怕转变，因为你懂得珍惜，因为你我不哭泣，因为你和我一起，因为你我不放弃，我不放弃。
Thank you for that, Jason. Next up, I'd like to introduce the Fallen Stars. Do not adjust your volume. Fallen Stars is a female-fronted LGBTQ2SIA+ hard rock band from all over Vancouver. Their singer Rose is a proud bisexual woman. Their bassist Jade is a proud Peruvian trans woman. Other members in the band are proud allies. Fallen Star works hard to prove that you can be a proud part of the LGBTQ2SIA+ community and still be a fan of heavier music. Their music has been on radio stations all over the world, featured on TV shows, and on their YouTube channel, which has over 10,000 views. Their bassist, Jade, wrote this song that you're about to hear specifically about transgender empowerment. Please enjoy.
Trying to be who you're supposed to see, but that's not who you are. Trapped inside yourselves, denying who you truly are. Suffering, dying, trying to go alone. It doesn't have to be this way. We can find you a home. Break free and grab my hand. I'll rise you from the end. Break free and make us rise. Till everyone will understand what it means to be different, what it means to be unique, what it means to be ourselves, what it means to be me. Shed the skin you were hiding, rip that mask from your face. Out from the shadows, give your true identity a taste. Suffering, not started all alone. It doesn't have to be this way. We can find you a home. Break free and grab my eye. I'll rise you from the eye. Break free. Make us stand, till everyone will understand what it means to be different, what it means to be unique, what it means to be ourselves, what it means to be me.
Not everyone gets a chance to be themselves. Not everyone makes it through. The world is a dark and scary place, but we must push through. Stand by me, grab my hand. Step by step we push forward, never backing down, never giving up. For this is our stand. We won't stop, we won't rest. We won't forget those who never made these steps. We are here to stay. We have always been. Accept us as us. Stand by me. Grab my hand. Step by step we push forward, never backing down, never giving up. For this is our stand. Break free and grab my hand. I'll rise you from the earth. Break free and make us stand. Till everyone will understand what it means
to be different, what it means to be unique, what it means to be ourselves, what it means to be me. Thank you, Burnaby Pride, for having us tonight. Thank you to the Pride Society, to the LGBTQ community. We love you so much. And a special thanks to the trans community, because without you, this song wouldn't be possible. We love you. We are here for you. And we would love if you sang this song with us. Break free and grab our hand. I'll rise you from the ash. Break free and make us stand. Till everyone will understand what it means to be different, what it means to be unique, what it means to be ourselves, what it means to be unique. Thank you, Burnaby, thank you, Pride, and thank you, Jade, for writing this song. It's called Our Stand, and this one's for you.
Wow. Thank you, Fallen Stars. That was awesome. Now, before we move on, I'd like to take a moment to say a big thank you again to our title sponsors, Pacific Blue Cross and CUPE 1861.
Yes, that is CUPE 1861. I may have given the wrong local off the start. Thank you, CUPE 1861. As well, we want to say thank you to our other sponsor, the Burnaby Teachers Association. We appreciate all the teachers, educational assistants, and other support workers who do so much to support young queer kids and to make their school experience a positive one.
Mm-hmm. And thank you for your support of Burnaby Pride. Next, we'd like to introduce our next amazing performer, Karmella Barr. Carmela Bar is Vancouver's very own sweet chocolate treat. Carmela has had an interest in theater and entertainment, starting from a very young age. This love for entertainment and theater has led Carmela to the wonderful world of drag. Carmela has been doing drag in Vancouver for 5 years and counting. In her shows, she is seen as an incredibly personable queen, known for the amazing balance of emotion and glamour that she brings to her performances. These amazing performances earned her the title of Miss Congeniality in 2016, and then eventually Mr. Mx Miss Cobalt 6 in 2017. Let's give it up for Carmela.
So effortless. Everything feels brand new whenever I'm here with you. I don't wanna be nowhere else, but I guess you can already tell. It's feeling just like one love. It's pulling up both of us. No matter what seasons do, I'm always gonna roll with you. Cause we flow like a river, oh, bring sweet to the bitter, oh. If we fall, then we get up, oh. We don't even try to do it all. It's effortless, ooh, so effortless, ooh. It's effortless, ooh. We don't even try, not at all. Not at all. So effortless, yeah. I'm gonna invest in us. I'm feeling like your good luck, like a $1 billion trust is just about to open up. We're doing like bright
tide, it's gonna be an easy ride. Cause we flow like a river, oh, bring sweet to the bitter, oh, if we fall then we get up, oh, we don't even try to do it all. It's effortless, ooh, so effortless, ooh, it's effortless. We don't even try, not at all. Not at all, not at all. So effortless. No, we don't work hard cause we don't got it. Cause you and me don't get in that drama. No, we don't work hard cause we don't got it. Cause you and me don't get in that drama. No, no, no. Cause we flow like a river, oh, bring sweet to the bitter, oh, if we fall then we get up, oh, we don't even try to do it all. It's effortless, ooh, so effortless, yeah, it's effortless. We don't even try, not at all. It's effortless, so effortless. It's effortless, so effortless.
Excellent.
Carmella. I love Carmella so much. So we need to give a big shout out to the Burnaby Pride organizers who have done an amazing job of producing and curating this event for us tonight. Thank you for the hours of work, and it is ours, and dedication to this great event. We also applaud the members of PCAN, the Pride Community Action Network, a group of interested community members, LGBTQ2SIA+, and allies, who meet to help imagine, plan, organize, and volunteer at Burnaby Pride events.
Yes. None of these events would even be possible without the help of community members and volunteers. Okay, Burnaby Pride is almost entirely run by volunteers, and the performers, we appreciate that we are all paid. Very, very much appreciated. Quality. I want to give a personal shout out to PCAN as being a great group to be involved with. I started volunteering with them this year, and the energy around the table or, on the Zoom meetings, planning activities for year-round for everyone, for the youth, for not just it's bounded only by you, by the people who join us on that committee. So if you'd like to see Burnaby Pride grow into different directions and try different things, bring yourself into the mix, please. We'd love to hear from you. Give us a shout at info@burnabypride.com or visit our website, www.burnabypride.com. And next up, I'd like to introduce Burnaby's own Stephen Scaccia. From the day he came out at the age of 16, Stephen knew he wanted to use his talents to represent the LGBTQ2SIA+ community. He's built a large YouTube following. He's worked with Michael Bublé a couple of times, and a singer you may have heard of, Mariah Carey, has given him a shout out about his singing online. Stephen looks forward to growing his audience so that he can be an even stronger ambassador for our community within the world of music and entertainment. Here's Stephen.
When life leaves you high and dry, I'll be at your door tonight if you need help. If you need help, I'll shut down the city lights. I'll lie, cheat, I'll beg and bribe to make you well, to make you well. When the enemies are at your door, I'll carry you away from war if you need help. if you need help. Your hope dangling by a string, I'll share any of suffering to make you well, to make you well. Give me reasons to believe that you would do the same for me. So I would do it for you. Baby, I'm not moving on. I love you long after you're gone. For you, you will never sleep alone. I love you long after you're gone, and long after you're gone, gone, gone. When you fall like a statue, I'm gonna be there to catch you, put you on your feet, you on your feet. And if your wallet's empty, not a thing will prevent me. Tell me what you need, what do you need? I surrender honesty. You've always done the same for me, so I would do it for you. Baby, I'm not moving on. I love you long after you're gone. For you, you will never sleep alone. I love you long after you're gone, and long after you're gone, gone, gone. You're my backbone, you're my cornerstone, you're my crutch when my legs stop moving. You're my head start, you're my rugged heart, you're the pulse that I've always needed. Like a drum, baby, don't stop beating. Like a drum, baby, don't stop beating. Like a drum, baby, don't stop beating. Like a drum, my heart never stops beating for you. Baby, I'm not moving on. I love you long after you're gone. For you, you will never sleep alone. I love you long after you're gone. For you, baby, I'm not moving on. I love you long after you're gone. For you, you will never sleep alone. I love you long, long after you're gone. Like a drum, baby, don't stop beating. Like a drum, baby, don't stop beating. Like a drum, baby, don't stop beating. Like a drum, my heart never stops beating for you. And long after you're gone, 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 I love you long after you're gone, gone, gone. No matter how hard I try, you keep pushing me aside, and I can't break through. There's no talking to you. It's so sad that you're leaving. It takes time to believe it. But after all is said and done, you're gonna be the lonely one. Oh, do you believe in life after life? I can feel something inside me say, I really don't think you're strong enough now. Do you believe in life after love? No, I can feel something inside me say, I really don't think you're strong enough now. Well, I know that I'll get through this, 'cause I know that I am strong. I don't need you anymore. 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 Do you believe in life after love? I can feel something inside me say, I really don't think you're strong enough now. Do you believe in life after love, love, love? I can feel something inside me say, I really don't think you're strong enough now.
Do you believe in life after love? Ooh, ooh, ooh. What a voice. It is easy to see why Stephen is becoming such a beloved part of the Burnaby art scene. Now, if you're just joining us, we've been having an amazing evening of performances by local talent as we celebrate the LGBTQ2SIA+ community. I'm fiddling with the light. I don't know if you can see me. Am I lit? Let's say yes. Tonight's event will be available to view in its entirety on the Burnaby Pride website. That's burnabypride.com after the event, so you can revisit your favorite parts and sing and dance along.
Okay, where are we in the program? Oh, a good part. Your next act is the one and only Mx Bukuru, and they are definitely lit. Do I hold them in high esteem? For the ones paying attention, I coordinated my wardrobe with theirs, including my tie that matches their backdrop. I don't do that for just any co-host. Oh. They are the church being your mama never wanted you to meet. Subverting colonial ideas of blackness, Mx Bukuru blends fierce performance with even fiercer politics, as they will let you know every month is Black History Month, baby. They are the inaugural winner of Van Slam's Drag Slam and the runner-up, robbed, in the East Side Drag Derby. A regular, a staple, a star with commercial drag. Follow them online if you're not already at caillou.sexy.ass.cousin. And support the Black Coffee Fund. Give it up for your favorite non-binary heartthrob, Mx Bukuru.
I tried to drink it away. I tried to put one in the air. I tried to dance it away. I tried to change it with my hair. I wear my credit card below. Thought a new dress would make it better. I tried to work it away, but that just made me even sadder. I tried to keep myself busy. I ran around in circles, think I made myself dizzy. I slept it away, I sexed it away, I read it away. Away. Well, it's like grains in the sky. Sometimes I don't want to feel those metal. Yeah, it's like grains in the sky. Sometimes I don't want to feel those metal. I tried to run it away. Thought in my head be feeling clearer. I traveled 70 states. Thought moving around make me feel better. I tried to let go my lover. Thought if I was alone, then maybe I could recover. To write it away, or cry it away. Don't you cry, babe. Away, away, but it's like grains in the sky. Sometimes I don't want to feel those metal lights. Yeah, it's like grains in the sky. Sometimes I don't want to feel those metal lights. Yeah, it's like grains in the sky. Sometimes I don't want to feel those metal
Clap for me. Feel free to clap for me if you desire. So now we're going to move on to performance by the powerhouse Immigrant Lessons. Please note that this video includes flashing lighting and may be problematic for people with issues, sensory issues, or other disabilities. Their video is 7 minutes and 40 seconds. If flashing lights affect you, please join us again in just under 8 minutes. Now, Immigrant Lessons was established in 2016, and they are a Vancouver-based international dance, fashion, art collective created to promote cultural pluralism, utilizing dance, music, fashion, media, and visual design. The collective is founded and directed by Kevin Fraser. Its current core members are multidisciplinary artists Sharon Lee, Sophia Gamboa, Severin Emnasin Boyd, Joshua Cameron, Simran Sakchar, Tejvaran Singh, and Hayden Pereira. This diverse collective is composed predominantly of first and second generation immigrants with ancestry scattered across oceans. With a shared love of movement and art, Immigrant Lessons incorporates their extensive street dance background, experimental practice, contemporary ideology, and the investigation of social norms and intersections to give visibility and voice to marginalized and oppressed communities. Immigrant Lessons aims to heal, inspire, excite, inform, motivate, and uplift. You are about to see something special. So put it together for Immigrant Lessons.
Aku fama ai inchumi. 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 Por que não quis ficar comigo, Daniel? Estás a esconder, estás fugido, Daniel. Olha lá, olha pra mim, Daniel. Olha lá, olha pra mim, Daniel. Por que não quis ficar comigo, Daniel? Daniel. Estás a esconder, estás fugido, Daniel. Estás fugido, Daniel. Olha lá, olha pra mim, Daniel. Daniel. Olha lá, olha pra mim, Daniel. Estás fugido, Daniel. Kamba Daniel, ngaburi Daniel. Kamba Daniel, ngaburi Daniel. Kamba Daniel, ngaburi Daniel. Kamba Daniel, ngaburi Daniel.
no diamonds on my necklace. Tongue twisted up like a French kiss. Reckless. Fuck me up, leave me breathless. Damn, I can't correct this. Headless, I keep on wishing I was next. Suffer through all of your sweet neglect. Took all my loving for innocence. Damn, you're for such a heartless man.
In times of crisis, artists inspire and innovate. Thank you, Immigrant Lessons. That was amazing. The next part of the show is one that had a chance for audience participation. If you were following Burnaby Pride on social media, Burnaby Pride worked with Ralph Escamillan from Van Vogue Jam to create Burnaby Pride TikTok dance. And the video we've got coming up is a compilation of people interpreting Ralph's dance, people from our organizing committee, community members, and performers doing our best TikTok. Enjoy.
Can you move your hands?
No.
Hey everyone, my name is Ralph Escamillan. I'm from Van Vogue Jam, and I'm here to bring you some choreography from Burnaby Pride. So today we're going to learn a quick little hand performance. This is coming from Vogue Femme, which is a dance style that comes and originates from the ballroom community of Harlem and the Black, Latinx, trans, and queer community starting in the 70s. So this move that we're going to be doing today is specifically around the hand performance category. So we're gonna start like this, hands here. Fingers are gonna move opposite of each other. So as you open, the other hand's gonna go this way. As you keep opening, it's gonna keep switching. So they're always opposite in space, yeah? Cool? Really good, like that. So we're gonna open it up to close and up and to close. So in the choreo, we're gonna start here. It's gonna go up, down, up. You end down, you're gonna go up, down. Up, down, up, down. From here, we're gonna emote. So emoting is when we kind of do a little vibration with our hands. Vibrate, vibrate to the front. And you can do that any way you want. Up, shake it around, as long as you have this little shake in your hands. Up, 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 and towards the front. From here, hands are gonna go. Circle again without the other one. Up, then we're gonna hit, hit, circle around, up, hit, hit. Wheels on the bus, we're gonna bring it towards our body. Bring it towards, and we're gonna over the head, circle, circle, chest, chest. As we go hand here, we look down to go up. Yeah? So again, this last part from Wheels on the Bus, just here. Bring it in, bring it in, bring it up, towards, towards, look down, up. And that's it. Thanks for spending time with me to learn a little bit about Vogue and hand performance. If you want to learn more about us, visit us at vanvogujam.com. See ya.
Yeah, okay, I still don't know that I've got it. Because I have trouble with 4-digit series of numbers, apparently. But we're sure that Ralph had even our title sponsors trying that beautiful hand dance. Thank you again to Pacific Blue Cross. And that 4-digit number that I alluded to kind of cleverly there, CUPE, Canadian Union of Public Employees, bien sûr, of course. The local, whatever I said, and then whatever I said next. Okay. Our title sponsor for Burnaby Pride is CUPE 1816. And that's all there is to it.
Thank you. We have definitely missaid that number a couple of times tonight, but it is CUPE 1816. Thank you. Also, thank you to our sponsors, including the Burnaby Teachers Association, for all of their love and support. Now, we have a second chance to see Chris Topper and Justin a bit, so put your hands together.
I'm the king of the swingers, oh, the jungle VIP. I reach the top and I hit the stop, and that's what's bothering me.
I wanna be a man maker and stroll right into town and be just like them other men. I'm tired of mugging around.
Oh, whoopie-doo,
I wanna be like you.
I wanna walk like you,
talk like you too.
You'll see it's true.
An ape like me, I can't let you be human too.
Don't try to kid me, man, cuz I made a deal with you. What I desire is man's red fire to make my dream come.
True. Oh, so there was a little more to that song. Whet your appetite. If we can't get that back on, Burnaby Pride is going to put up that link for you afterwards.
It's on YouTube.
It's still running on. It's still running on YouTube. One more time.
I'm the king of the swingers, oh, the jungle VIP. I reached the top and I had to stop, and that's what's bothering me.
I wanna be a man maker and stroll right into town and be just like them other men. I'm tired of mugging around.
Oh, they do it.
I wanna be like you.
I wanna walk like you,
talk like you too.
You'll see it's true.
And ain't like me. I can't learn to be human too.
Don't try to kid me, man, cuz I made a deal with you. What I desire is man's red fire to make my dream come true.
Now give me the secret, Mecca. Come on, clue me what to do. Give me the power of a man's red flower so I can be like you.
Oh, they do
it. I wanna be like you.
I wanna walk like you,
talk like you too.
You'll see it's true.
And ain't like me. Can't learn to be human too. Come on.
Now I'm the king of the swingers, oh,
the jungle VIP.
I've reached the top and had to stop, cause that's what's bothering me.
I wanna be a man maker and stroll right into town.
Be just like the other man, we're tired of mugging around.
Hit it, boys!
Swing to the left, swing to the right. Put your hands up if you're loving life.
I'm loving life.
I'm loving life, buddy.
Oh, I'm loving life, yeah.
Swing to the left, swing to the right. Put your hands up if you're feeling nice. Feeling nice.
Feeling nice.
Feeling nice.
Yeah.
Oh, we do.
I wanna be like you. I wanna walk like you. Talk like you too. You see it's true. And if like me, can't learn to be like someone like you. Yeah,
I can't learn to be like someone like you.
oh, I can't learn to be like someone like you. Yeah, I want to be like you, you know.
Don't look good.
Wow. Wow. Thank you for that video. Can I just say, digital drag is not easy. We have had to become video producers, director of photography, and editors in a short span of time. And that video was put together well.
Thank you. All credit for that goes to Justin Abbott, putting it all together. And if I may, I would like to give a special shout out to our interpreters, particularly Lily, for when we kind of like jump back in, and pros all around. What an amazing team. And we also know we got some comments in the threads. Could we make the interpreters bigger? Would that we could. We are pushing what StreamYard's able to do for accessibility. Burnaby Pride came with a long list because that's how they rock. And the interpreters are as big as we can make them on the screen at any given point in time. We're going to talk to those folks, those little folks over at StreamYard and Zoom and all the rest, and say, look now, Burnaby Pride, we want accessibility our way. So watch for down the road on that.
Yes. Yeah. So we are nearing the end of our awesome evening, and there's lots more Pride to come. Vancouver Pride is coming up online on August 2nd. Check it all out at vancouverpride.ca. And Pender Island Pride is on
Hmm.
August 8th. Learn about all about their snazzy rainbow convoy and celebration at pender-island-pride.org. Also, check out BC Pride's website at www.bcpride.ca. It's down below. BC Pride connects LGBTQ2SIA plus people with digital content, and it's a collaborative effort of British Columbia's Pride societies and organizations. Remember, Pride cannot be canceled, only reimagined.
Exactly. Also, more recent announcement, Queer as Funk is going to do a live stream for Pride this year. Yes, I know. It's an afternoon live stream concert planned for Sunday, Vancouver Pride, August 2nd at 3 p.m. It is very exciting. Tickets are $10, and we're going to put up a Facebook link and a ticket link. If it's not showing up right away, we will definitely have it on the website and the social medias after that. And now we move it along, as much entertainment as we could pack into our time together. Next, we'd like to introduce Biawanna. Biawanna. Yeah, I don't like this lineup, Burnaby Pride. Seriously. Biawanna is a dynamic singer-songwriter, multi-instrumentalist, and producer who channels a certain strength through their namesake, Biawanna, matriarch of the Solomon Islands, who gave birth to a long line of chiefs that Biawanna is a direct descendant of. Yes, Biawanna is currently getting ready to release their debut EP, Yay Yay Yay, called Care, which should be expected soon. Watch for that. Here they are.
Burnaby Pride. My name is Biawanna, Biawanna, and I'm thankful and grateful to be able to sing for you today. I'm going to be singing a song called Care. I wrote it about my partner about a year ago, and it's one of my favorite songs that I've written, and I hope you enjoy it, and I hope you're all staying safe. Yeah, this is Care.
Our bodies fit between the sheets. I can't help but get attached. Now I hate it when you have to leave. Trace my fingers on your back. Maybe I can make this moment last a little longer. Staring at your curves and falling for every word. I never thought I'd say that love could be the answer. Baby, now I know it's you who lifts this curse. I'll give you my all. If you say that you care for me, say that you care for me, I'll give you my all. If you say you'll be there for me, say you'll be there for me, I'll give you my all. If you say that you care for me, say that you care for me, I'll give you my all. If you say you'll be there for me, say you'll be there. There's no way to take it slow when our bodies can't let go of what it's like to be so close. I can feel it, can you feel it? Maybe I can make this moment last a little longer. Staring at your curves and falling for every word. I never thought I'd say that love could be the answer. Baby, now I know it's you who lifts this curse. I'll give you my all. If you say that you care for me, say that you care for me, I'll give you my all. If you say you'll be there for me, say you'll be there for me, I'll give you my all. If you say that you care for me, say that you care for me, I'll give you my all. If you say you'll be there for me, say you'll be there for me, I'll give you my all. I'll give you my. I'll give you my. I'll give you my. I'll give you my all. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I'll give you my all. If you say that you care for me, say that you care for me. I'll give you my all. If you say you'll be there for me, say you'll be there.
Yeah, that was Care, and I hope you enjoyed that song. You can check out all of my music online, streaming everywhere, Apple Music, Spotify, and thank you so much for having me. I hope you're all staying safe and have a great Pride.
Thank you, Biawanna. You have us all grooving. I think you could do ASMR. Your voice is just so soothing. Now, we are so glad that you have been with us here this year. We have one last performance. I know, I'm sorry. Before some closing remarks from the chair of Burnaby Pride. To take us into that space, we'd like to welcome back the Darlings. You know them, you've seen them, you love them. Let's give it up.
And you may find yourself living in a shotgun shack. And you may find yourself in another part of the world. And you may find yourself behind the wheel of a large automobile. And you may find yourself in a beautiful house with a beautiful wife. And you may ask yourself, well, how did I get here? Letting the days go by, let the water hold me down. Letting the days go by, water flowing underground into the blue again. After the money's gone, once in a lifetime, water flowing underground. And you may ask yourself, how do I work this? And you may ask yourself, where is that large automobile? And you may tell yourself, this is not my beautiful house. And you may tell yourself, this is not my beautiful wife. Letting the days go by, let the water hold me down. Letting the days go by, water flowing underground into the blue again. After the money's gone, once in a lifetime, water flowing underground. Same as it ever was. 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 Water dissolving and water removing. There is water at the bottom of the ocean. Under the water, carry the water. Remove the water. Remove the water. Remove the water dissolving and water removing. Letting the days go by, let the water hold me down. Letting the days go by, water flowing underground into the blue again, into the silent water, under the rocks and stones. There is water underground. Letting the days go by, let the water hold me down. Letting the days go by, water flowing underground into the blue again, after the body's gone. Once in a lifetime, water flowing underground. You may ask yourself, what is that beautiful house? You may ask yourself, where does that highway go to? And you may ask yourself, am I right? Am I wrong? And you may say to yourself, my God, what have I done? Letting the days go by, let the water hold me down. Letting the days go by, water flowing underground into the blue again, into the silent water, under the rocks and stones. There is water underground. Letting the days go by, let the water hold me down. Letting the days it ever was. Same as it ever was. The look on my hand was. Time isn't holding up. Time isn't after us. Same as it ever was. The same as it ever was. 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 And then a twister comes. Here comes the twister. Same as it ever was. 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 Once in a lifetime.
Thank you to the darlings. We needed that to hold on to until we can meet again.
Indeed. We've loved having you all here with us tonight.
And remember, you can watch this evening's party again online at burnabypride.com.
Yes. To close this evening, we're going to turn it over to Heather, chair of the Burnaby Pride's organizing committee. Heather is also the founder and executive director of Creating Accessible Neighborhoods and a CRIP doula. And that is someone who helps disabled people navigate our complex systems, provide resources, support, and build community, including being facilitator of Chronically Queer, a support group for LGBTQ2SIA+ folks with chronic health conditions. Please welcome Heather.
Hi, thank you. Tonight has been made possible by many individuals, community members, and community organizations and sponsors. So we'd like to take a moment to thank them. First of all, Burnaby Pride's digital event was organized by an organizing committee with members from the City of Burnaby, the Burnaby Public Library, the Burnaby Intercultural Planning Table, South Burnaby Neighborhood House, Tourism Burnaby, Mosaic, and Creating Accessible Neighborhoods. The Burnaby Pride Organizing Committee would like to give a huge thank you to our title sponsors, Pacific Blue Cross and CUPE 1816, who made tonight's event possible. We also appreciate the support of sponsor Burnaby Teachers Association and the Vancouver Pride Society's Bursary Fund. The generosity of these sponsors was vital to tonight's festivities. Thank you also to PCAN, which is the Pride Community Action Network. It's a group of interested community members who are LGBTQ2SIA+ and allies who meet to help plan, imagine, organize, and volunteer at Burnaby Pride events. And our event this morning and tonight was shaped by community members who helped guide the planning process. We want our events to represent the needs and interests of those in Burnaby and appreciate anyone who volunteers their time and energy. We really couldn't have done it without you. To find out how you can participate in future events, you can email us at info@burnabypride.com or check out our website at www.burnabypride.com. A very thankful shout out to Aza, who is our tech genius, who helped us transform to an online event this year. We also thank Allison, who's been helping, and thank you to the staff at Vancouver Pride Society for their knowledge sharing with Burnaby Pride. We appreciate that they use their experience to assist us, truly an example of the Rainbow family supporting one another. And a large thank you to our wonderful MCs, Mx Bukuru and Lee. Yay! Both wonderful and brought such great energy and enthusiasm to the events tonight. And we were so glad that you could be part of our virtual event. So thank you everyone for joining us. Please take care of yourselves and take care of others. And we hope to see you in 2021, hopefully in person. This evening's wrap-up song is going to be Activation by Kim Mortal, featuring Os 12. So thank you very much and good night.
Good night.
Shout a revolution, breaking these traditions, constant evolution, shifting up positions. I'm asking for permission, firm in the system, foothold in the galaxy, challenging these systems. Revolution, oh wow, breaking these traditions, constant evolution is a shifting of positions. I'm not asking for permission, firm in this wisdom, foothold in the galaxy, challenging these systems. Vibrate through reality like code, the alchemy, dimensional formality, run force to help to be interactivated into our intuition, inter-captivated time, tuned to this position, into actuated hours, into all these missions, and to activate the stars that ascend to all this vision. Shout a revolution, breaking these traditions, constant evolution, shifting up positions. I'm asking for permissions, firm in this wisdom, foothold in the galaxy, challenging these systems. Shouting revolution, oh wow, breaking these traditions, constant evolution is a shifting of position.
What is a witch? Cast a spell on him. Journey through the glitch, tick tock, magic carpet floating through time. Magnify the matrix. Balance for the level. She, devil speak, angel speak. Omni, sweet, they. How you look at it? How you look at it? Eyes wide, what was